the chair you're sitting in, the screen you're looking at, the floor beneath your feet. It all feels solid, real, permanent. It seems like it exists independently of you, following a set of predictable common-sense rules. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? That on the most fundamental level of reality, none of it is truly solid and nothing is definite until something interacts with it. This isn't philosophy or science fiction. These are the experimentally proven conclusions of quantum mechanics. The bizarre and counterintuitive rules of the quantum realm reveal that the simple act of measurement doesn't just see what's there, it plays a role in determining the outcome. By the end of this video, your perception of the world will be challenged. You'll see that the solid world you think you know is just one single frozen possibility in an infinite ocean of realities. For centuries, our understanding of the universe was comforting. It was built on the foundations laid by giants like Isaac Newton. This was a classical world, a world that made sense. It was a grand cosmic clockwork mechanism. Planets moved in predictable orbits. A ball thrown in the air followed a perfect, calculable arc, and every effect had a clear and traceable cause. In this universe, everything had a definite state. A billiard ball was here, with a specific speed, moving in a specific direction. It wasn't sort of here or potentially over there. It was real, solid, and absolute. Reality was something out there, entirely separate from us. We were just the audience, watching the grand, deterministic play unfold. If you knew the position and momentum of every particle in the universe, you could, in theory, predict the entire future. It was a neat, tidy, and deeply intuitive picture of existence. This classical view worked perfectly. It let us build bridges, send rockets to the moon, and understand the vast dance of the stars. It described our everyday world with flawless precision. And for a very long time, we had no reason to believe that this elegant picture was profoundly, utterly wrong. The first cracks in this perfect clockwork facade appeared at the turn of the 20th century, when scientists started probing the smallest bits of matter, the world of the atom. And what they found there wasn't a smaller version of our world. It was something else entirely, something strange, spooky, and seemingly impossible. The first crack in reality, the two-slit ghost. The experiment that shattered everything was deceptively simple. It's called the double-slit experiment, and every strange conclusion we're going to talk about today starts here. Imagine a barrier with two thin parallel slits in it. On one side, you have a machine that fires tiny particles like electrons. On the other, a detector screen records where each particle lands. Now, if you fire these particles with only one slit open, you get exactly what you'd expect. A single band on the screen right behind the open slit. Simple enough. Open the other slit by itself, and you get a band behind that one. So what happens when you open both slits at the same time? Common sense says you should get two distinct bands on the screen, one for each slit. The particles go through either the left slit or the right slit and hit the screen. But that's not what happens. When scientists did this with electrons, they didn't get two bands. They got a series of multiple bands, an interference pattern. This pattern is the unmistakable signature of a wave. It's what you'd see if you sent water waves through two openings. The waves interfere, creating peaks where they reinforce each other and troughs where they cancel out. This was baffling. How could solid particles fired one by one create a wave pattern? Maybe the electrons were bouncing off each other? To test this, scientists slowed the experiment down, firing only one single electron at a time. They made sure one electron would hit the screen long before the next was even fired. And yet, after thousands of individual impacts built up, the same interference pattern emerged. Think about what that means. A single electron leaves the gun, travels to the barrier, and somehow interferes with itself, as if it passed through both slits at once like a wave. It seems to know both slits are open. This is the first mind-bending concept of quantum mechanics, wave-particle duality. At the quantum level, things aren't just particles or just waves. They're both, depending on how you look. An electron, a photon, every fundamental piece of the universe exists in this bizarre dual state. So, if an electron can act like a wave and pass through two places at once, what is it before it hits the screen? Where is it? The revolutionary answer from quantum mechanics is that it's nowhere and everywhere at the same time. To describe this state of pure potential, physicists use a mathematical tool called the wave function. You can think of the wave function not as a physical wave, but as a wave of possibility. It's a mathematical description that contains every possible outcome, every possible position, every possible momentum the particle could have. Before the electron is detected, it isn't a tiny pinpoint of matter. It's described by this wave function, spread out across space. This is the principle of superposition. It says a quantum system exists in a combination of all its possible states simultaneously. Our electron is in a superposition of going through the left slit, the right slit, and neither. It's not that we don't know which path it takes, it's that it doesn't have a single path. It's a cloud of probabilities. This also brings us to Heisenberg's famous uncertainty principle. It states that there's a fundamental limit to what we can know about a particle. The more precisely you nail down a particle's position, the less precisely you can know its momentum, and vice versa. This isn't a problem with our measuring tools. It's a built-in feature of reality itself. The universe has a fundamental fuzziness to it. The universe, at its core, seems to be a collection of possibilities described by wave functions. Every particle before it is observed is a haze of potential. It's only when an interaction happens that this ocean of possibility is forced to become a single, concrete drop of reality. But how does that happen? We've established that an unobserved electron behaves like a wave. So the natural question was, what if we try to find out which slit the electron actually goes through? What if we place a tiny detector right next to one of the slits to see the electron as it passes? This is where common sense takes its final bow. The moment you do this, the moment you set up an experiment to observe the electron's path, the interference pattern vanishes. Instead of a wave pattern, you get exactly what classical physics predicted: two distinct bands on the screen. By simply watching, the electron is forced to behave like a particle. It goes through either the left slit or the right slit, but not both. Let me say that again, because it's one of the most profound discoveries in science. The act of measurement changes the outcome. When nothing is looking, the electron explores all possibilities as a wave. The moment it's observed, it chooses one path and becomes a definite particle. This is often called the observer effect, but it's crucial to understand what observer means. It doesn't have to be a conscious human. Any interaction with its environment, a detector, a single photon of light, even an air molecule that reveals the particle's path is enough to be a measurement. This process is called decoherence, where the quantum maybe becomes a classical is through interaction. This is why we don't see things like chairs existing in two places at once. A macroscopic object is constantly interacting with its environment, light, air, heat, and is being measured trillions of times per second, keeping it locked into a single classical state. But this raises a huge philosophical question. If a quantum system is just a wave of possibilities until it interacts with something, is reality a pre-written book we're reading? Or is it a story being written with every single interaction? If the idea that reality is a constant dance between possibility and actuality is blowing your mind, then hit that subscribe button, because this rabbit hole goes even deeper. And I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. What do you think is really happening when a measurement is made? Is it revealing something that was already there, or is it something else? Spooky connection at a distance. Quantum entanglement. If that wasn't strange enough, there's another phenomenon that baffled even Albert Einstein, who famously called it spooky action at a distance. This is quantum entanglement. Entanglement is what happens when two particles become linked, so their fates are intertwined, no matter how far apart they are. They effectively become a single quantum system described by one wave function. Imagine you have two entangled particles, particle A and particle B. They are created so their properties are correlated. Let's use a property called spin, which can be up or down. While entangled, you know that if you measure particle A and find its spin is up, particle B's spin must be down, and vice versa. But here's the quantum twist. Before you measure them, neither particle has a definite spin. Both are in a superposition of spin up and spin down. Now you separate these two particles. You send particle A to one side of the galaxy and particle B to the other. At the exact same moment, two scientists measure their particles. The scientist with particle A measures its spin and finds it's up. The moment they do, the wave function for the system collapses, and they instantly know that particle B, light years away, will be measured as down. This correlation is instantaneous, which seems to defy the cosmic speed limit, the speed of light. Einstein thought this meant there were hidden variables or pre-written instructions the particles carried, but decades of experiments have proven him wrong. The connection is real. However, this doesn't mean we can send faster than light messages. The outcome of any single measurement is still random. You can't force particle A to be up just to send a 1 to your friend at particle B. The no communication theorem confirms that information can't be transmitted this way. Still, entanglement reveals a profound truth. Space doesn't seem to be the ultimate barrier we think it is. At the quantum level, the universe is non-local, with seemingly separate parts of reality bound by an invisible thread. So let's go back to where we started. The solid, predictable world you perceive, is it what you think it is? We began with Newton's clockwork machine, but quantum mechanics showed us a far stranger reality. We found a world built on the paradox of wave-particle duality. We found superposition, a realm where particles exist in a ghostly fog of all possibilities. And we found that measurement and interaction with the environment, a process called decoherence, forces a definite outcome from that fog of maybes. We also saw how Heisenberg's uncertainty principle places a fundamental limit on what we can even know. Finally, entanglement shows us a universe that's interconnected in ways we're still struggling to comprehend. The solid world is an emergent property, a high-level illusion born from the statistical behavior of quadrillions of quantum events. The weirdness isn't a niche corner of physics. It's the fundamental operating system of everything. It's why the sun shines, why chemistry works, and it's the foundation for future technologies like quantum computing. Reality isn't a fixed stage. It's a dynamic, probabilistic process. The universe is a constant unfolding of possibilities, waiting for an interaction to nudge it into one state or another. The next time you look at the world around you, remember that on the deepest level, you're not just a passive witness to a finished product. You are part of the vast, interconnected system that is constantly turning potential into reality. And that is the most profound revelation in all of science.